Hello everyone, so in this video we will write one more program, and at this time we are going to find out sum of numbers from 1 to n, right? So clearly the first thing that we are going to do is read a number, right? But before reading a number you need to create a bucket. Okay, so this int n creates a bucket in the memory, in the RAM of the system, where you will store the value that is going to be input by the user, right? So we declare a variable called n, and then you can read a value from the console. So we will use the statement c in n, and now our task is to find sum of numbers from 1 to n, right? So you need a variable. So let's create a variable I which stores an initial value of 1, and let us also create one more variable called sum which stores a value of 0. We need these variables to execute our logic, right? So they are not the part of input, but they are the part of processing, right? And we also saw in the flowchart and in the pseudocode, if you want to uh, find sum of numbers from 1 to n, you need a loop, right? So we can say, okay, let's write a while loop in C++. So while loop starts with a while instructions followed by round brackets, and here you give the terminating condition, right? So you want to make this I go till n, right? So you can say while I is less than equal to n, what you can do, whatever the value I is going to contain, you are going to add that value to your sum. So you can say sum equals to sum plus I. So this equal here means the assignment statement. It does not mean you are comparing two variables. It means you are assigning this value sum plus I into the variable sum, which means you are updating the value of previous sum, right? So we are maintaining a running sum, so you add the value of I to your sum and you update your sum here, right? And next time when you're going to update your I, so that's it, I plus 1. So once you come out of the loop, so when you will come out of the loop when the value of I is just larger than n, which is n plus 1. So as soon as I becomes n plus 1, these statements will not execute and you will come out of the loop. So when you come out of the loop, you will end up at line number 18. So at line number 18, you will already have the value of sum, and that's what we want in the output. So finally output the sum, and here we have taken input, and here we created a loop. So a loop has three components. One is your initial condition, so you initialize the value of I, then you have the loop body, and it contains the what work you need to do and how do you update your variable I, right? So here we have two things. This is the termination criteria in this line, stopping criteria, when to stop the loop, and this is your update condition, right? Okay, so update statement, how do you update the variable I, because that is the variable that is being part of the loop, right? So a loop must have these three things: the initial condition, the stopping criteria, and the update condition, right? So let's build this program, command B, and let's run it. Okay, so if I do ls, I will see there is a program called sum of numbers. So / sum of numbers, and let's say I give n as 5, so I get 15 as the output. So that's all for this video, guys. See you in the next part.